Hello everybody, today I'm going to explain the verbs AR, ER, and IR. Those verbs in Spanish are the action words. All of the words in Spanish that ends in AR, ER, and IR are the action words. So we conjugate them. So for the verbs AR, we have an endings. For the verbs ER, we have endings. And for the verbs IR, we have endings. How we conjugate them? We use the pronoun and we have a match ending for each pronoun. For the verbs AR that we studied before, we have o, as, a, amos, ais, an. For the verbs ER, we have o, es, e, emos, eis, en. And for the verbs that ends in IR, we have o, es, e, imos, is, en. Now we're going to remember the Spanish pronouns. So keep in mind, for I is yo, for tú is you, for él, ella, and usted, he and she, for nosotros, we, for vosotros, you, and for ellos, ellas, and ustedes, they, men and female. Keep in mind this is the initial stage to conjugate. If we don't know the pronouns, if we don't remember the pronouns, we're not able to conjugate in Spanish. Now, we have three simple steps. Step 1, we draw off the ending. So we have the verbo hablar, beber, escribir. All of these verbs ends in a different endings. AR, ER, and IR. We take out the AR, the ER, and the IR, and we have the stem. So the stem for hablar is HABL, alb, for beber is beb, and for escribir is script. And then we add the endings. Keep in mind, the ending tell us the person who is talking. Yo hablo, tú bebes, él, ella, and usted escribe. How we conjugate? First step, we have the verbs AR. We have an example here, hablar. I take out the ending AR. I have the stem HABL, alb, and then I add the endings. For yo is o, yo hablo, tú hablas, él, ella, and usted habla, nosotros hablamos, vosotros habláis, ellos, ellas, and ustedes hablan. We have the verbo beber. Step 1, we drop off the ER. We have the stem, B-E-B, beb, and we add the endings. Yo bebo, tú bebes, él, ella, and usted bebe, nosotros bebemos, vosotros bebéis, ellos, ellas, and ustedes beben. The last ending that we have is IR. Step 1, escribir. We drop off the ending. We have the stem, script, and we add the endings. Yo escribo, tú escribes, él, ella, and usted escribe, nosotros escribimos, vosotros escribís, ellos, ellas, and ustedes escriben. But each rule has an exception, and we need to face some issues when we conjugate. So when we have Marta y Jorge, when we have one female and one male, that become ellos. Marta y Jorge hablan español. Now, if we have two females, would be ellas. So we're going to have Marta y Victoria hablan español. We have another issue here with the verbo beber, Marta, Jorge y yo. When we have in the sentence Marta, Jorge y yo, that becomes nosotros. Every time when you have yo in the sentence, that include a group of people or another person becomes nosotros. Now we have another issue that could be vosotros, because ellos y Jorge could be vosotros. In Spain we use vosotros, and some South American countries we use vosotros too. Ellos y Jorge becomes vosotros. Or could be Marta, Patricia y Jorge, could be vosotros too. Vosotros habláis español. So now we already have 75% of the progress in our issues. Let's finish. We have these examples when we face quién or quiénes. Quién means who, quiénes mean whom. When we have quién, we conjugate with él and ella. Él and ella. And when we have quiénes, we conjugate with ellos. We use those conjugations. We use él and ella for quién, and for quiénes, ellos. We have the examples in here. Quiénes hablan, this is the ending for ellos. Oh, sorry. Quiénes hablan español. If we have quién habla español. So we use the ending for él and ella. ¿Quién habla español? So let's finish with the final issue. When you have tú y yo become nosotros. So tú is you, and include yourself in the sentence, become nosotros. Nosotros hablamos español. Okay guys, I think you already understood how we conjugate the verbs AR, ER, and IR. And if you have questions, I see you in my Google Meet. Bye!